Let's talk about the Commander bracket system and how it can work if we let it. And I'll start by saying this, it is not a perfect system. Obviously, it's in beta, they're still working out all the kinks. Okay, let's have that understanding. With that same understanding, let's also understand that it is up to you, the player, to know your deck, to know what kind of deck you're trying to build, and to know what kind of pods you want to play in. If I want to play casually, like I don't care if I win the game or not, then I want to play 3 and below. Okay? If I don't want to worry about what's in my deck and play whatever I want to play 4 and above. Though be careful about calling your deck a 5, because you will get destroyed if it's a 5 and it's not actual meta CDH. You will be picked on and bullied immensely. Let's say that Moxfield or Archidec or whatever app you use graded your deck as a 2. However, you know that your deck is fully optimized, runs really, really, really well, and has a bunch of 2 or 3 card combos that you know you can win the game, and you do it consistently. Well, then your deck is probably a 3 or a 4, actually. And as long as you can be honest about that, then no one's going to be upset with you. If you're like, okay, this says it's a 2, but it's more of a 4, so I'm probably not going to play it in this casual pod. So let's think about it this way. Let's say you made some sort of jank deck and Moxfield calls it a 1. Okay, but you play it, and it has a 100% win rate against 1 or 2s, or every time you goldfish it, you're winning turn 2 or 3. Okay, well now we know we need to say this deck is actually a 3, maybe even a 4 if it's that consistent. And that's the healthy thing to do. If you have goldfished, if you have optimized, and your deck says it's a 1 on Moxfield, but you've played it enough and know that this thing ain't no 1, it's a 3, it's a 4, then you need to be the better person. Tell your pod mates or your random mates or commander night mates, like, this thing says it's a 1, I know it's at least a 3. It's probably a 3, maybe a 4 if I decide to add more game changers or tutors or combos, etc. Flip side, let's say you put a bunch of really, really good cards, just generally good cards into your commander deck, and Moxfield says it's a 3 or says it's a 4. Well, then you can't go and say this deck is a 1. Even though it's not optimized, you still have those high-powered cards, game changers, in your deck, and it makes it unfair to play against number 1 if your deck has game changers. Because while it might not be optimized, you playing a Rhystic Study or a One Ring is always going to be better than a level 1 playing 1 Brainstorm. I'm hoping for healthy discussion here. I think there's a lot to learn and know about the bracket system, so we just have to keep an open mind and hope for the best with it, because this is going to be the state of how we decide our commander games in the future, I think.